Okay, today we're going to practice dividing fractions and mixed numbers. And to help us, we have our friend, the Colonel. We're going to use the Colonel's three favorite letters, KFC, to help us learn and remember how to divide with fractions and mixed numbers. Here is our problem, 1/2 divided by 2/5. The K for KFC tells us to keep the first fraction the same. So 1/2 stays as 1/2. The F in KFC tells us to flip the second fraction. So 2/5 is our second fraction. We flip it and we get 5/2. 5/2 is the reciprocal of 2/5, where the numerator becomes the denominator and the denominator becomes the numerator. The C in KFC tells us to change our division sign to a multiplication sign. Now we have a regular multiplication problem with fractions where we multiply our numerators together and our denominators together to give us 5/4. 5/4 is an improper fraction. We then turn it into a mixed number. This one does not have to be simplified, so our answer is 1 1/4.
Wait, I'm so confused. We started with two fractions smaller than 1 and divided and ended up with a number bigger than 1. How does that work?
Excellent question, Katie. We're dividing 1/2 by 2/5. So we are trying to figure out how many times 2/5 can fit into 1/2. So here we have our model of 2/5, and here we have our model of 1/2. 2/5 can fit into 1/2 one whole time with 1/4 remaining. Okay, our second problem, we have two mixed numbers. The steps are going to be the same. We're still going to use KFC, except before we can use our steps, we need to turn our mixed numbers into improper fractions. So 2 1/2 becomes 5/2 divided by 1 1/3 becomes 4/3. So here's our division problem. The K tells us to keep the first fraction the same. So 5/2 remains as 5/2. The F tells us to flip the second fraction. So 4/3 becomes 3/4. There's our reciprocal. And the C tells us to change the division sign to a multiplication sign. Now we have our division problem. Our multiplication problem. We multiply 5 times 3, we get 15. 2 times 4, we get 8. We're left with another improper fraction. 8 goes into 15 one time. We have 7 left over, and our denominator is 8. So our final answer is 1 7/8.
A Pizza Hut, a Pizza Hut, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut, a Pizza Hut, a Pizza Hut, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut, McDonald's, McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut, McDonald's, McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut.